Images have just dropped, and if the leaks are legit, Sony is about to flip the full-frame mirrorless game on its head once more. The camera community has been watching, waiting, speculating when Sony would finally respond, and now, after 4 years of silence, the pieces are assembling into something unmistakable. The so-called A7V is no longer mere rumor, it's a looming countdown. Welcome back to our channel, where we dig deep into the most credible tech leaks, insider rumors, and hybrid full-frame mirrorless camera announcements. If you're focused on being ahead in the creator economy, on mastering cutting-edge photo plus video gear, hit subscribe now because what's coming next might just redefine the workflow for professionals, content creators, vloggers, and hybrid shooters alike. The previous model, the A7V, launched in 2021 and did something remarkable. It united advanced stills and reliable video in one body. Reliable autofocus, clean cinematography, robust still image performance, and a price point that made real-world sense. But 4 years is an eternity in camera technology evolution, especially with competitors such as Canon and Nikon raising the bar. Creators have been asking when Sony would fire back, and according to our trusted sources, the answer is mid-November 2025. And make no mistake, what's arriving is not a mere tweaks and update refresh. This is a statement. Sony doesn't overhaul its core line lightly. They observe, engineer, and when they move with purpose. This next model is being positioned as a dominant hybrid full-frame mirrorless tool designed to reclaim ground in the hybrid photo art video market. Why now? Because the A7V, while still admirable, is no longer enough. Its sensor readout speeds feel dated. Video specs that were once leading edge now feel constrained. Autofocus, which was groundbreaking then, has been matched, and in some cases surpassed, by rivals. Sony clearly knows this, and it's about to remind the world why they have sat at the helm of the hybrid segment for nearly a decade. According to one of our most reliable industry insiders, the new body is already registered under a code name, reportedly WW899249, which usually signals when it's moved into formal regulatory certification and is past early development. Certification records don't lie. When a product filing shows up, the release isn't far behind. Our contact working in Sony's Asia-Pacific distribution network confirms that pre-production units have been circulating since late summer. Field testing is finished, feedback is integrated. The final phase now is marketing choreography. A European retail source additionally reports that store managers are being briefed, inventory allocations are under discussion, and demo units begin shipment in early December, timed perfectly for holiday buying consideration. These are no longer whispers, these are logistics, and logistics tend to be accurate. Then we have the leaked images. Grainy, low-res, yet undeniably real. The grip has been redesigned, deeper, more pronounced, clearly tailored for better ergonomics when paired with larger lenses and heavier content creator rigs. The mode dial appears refined, possibly featuring a lock mechanism to prevent accidental shifts during transport. The magnesium alloy chassis now offers smoother transitions and more pronounced ergonomics. Reportedly, weather sealing has been enhanced, tighter gaskets, more secure port covers. This body is built for professionals who regularly shoot in unforgiving environments. One detail that stands out: the EVF hump is slightly taller, suggesting a higher resolution electronic viewfinder, possibly the same 5.76 million dot OLED panel seen in Sony's flagship A7R series. If true, that would be a meaningful upgrade from the A7IV's 3.69 million dot screen, a long-standing criticism among reviewers and hybrid shooters. The sensor is where things become most intriguing. We're talking about a full-frame backside illuminated design at around 33 megapixels. But with a twist, it's rumored to be partially stacked. Not the fully stacked architecture reserved for top-tier models, which would push costs significantly, but stacked enough to deliver faster readout speeds and reduce rolling shutter. A sweet spot for hybrid shooters who need both high resolution for prints and fast readout for video and tracking. Dynamic range is expected to exceed 14 stops in RAW, matching the flagship A7R5, yet maintain the speed advantages of a lower megapixel count. In low light, the ceiling might reach a native ISO of $32,000 expandable to $400, a marketing-friendly number, but the critical factor will be the usable range in real-world shooting. If this body delivers clean files at ISO 12,800, it becomes a powerhouse for event photographers, wedding shooters, documentary creators, and run-and-gun hybrid storytellers. Color science is historically one of Sony's guarded secrets, but insiders suggest this generation addresses a long-standing complaint: skin tone rendering. Early word is that straight-out-of-camera color accuracy, particularly for skin tone and natural hues, has been improved, whether via sensor improvements or processing firmware enhancements. That tells us Sony is responding to critiques and improving the workflow for image makers who juggle stills and video. Autofocus remains Sony's traditional superpower, and this next model takes that legacy even further. AI-driven subject recognition now reportedly includes new categories like insects, trains, airplanes, an expansion designed for niche shooters and creators who need versatility. Real-time tracking has improved via deeper machine learning algorithms, allowing the camera to predict motion more accurately, even when subjects temporarily leave the frame. One test engineer described it as eerily intuitive, noting that in complex tracking scenarios, the new body held focus better than the A7 IV ever could. Eye autofocus for humans and animals reportedly works down to 6 EV, meaning it can lock onto subjects in near-dark conditions, ideal for indoor events, stage photography, wildlife shooting during golden hour. Meanwhile, in-body image stabilization has been upgraded to 8 stops of compensation, an increase over the previous model's double 5.5-stop system. That isn't just incremental, it's transformative. Handheld shooting at 1-second exposures becomes feasible. Video stabilization without a gimbal becomes realistic. For solo creators, indie filmmakers, event videographers working handheld, that extra headroom matters. When we move into video, the upgrades become even more compelling. 8K 30 FPS at full sensor width, 10-bit 4.2.2 internal recording, no active overheating cutoffs is what's rumored. This would mark Sony finally unleashing the video capability their sensors have always hinted at, but which previous product segmentation held back. For years, creators have complained Sony artificially limited mid-tier bodies to protect their cinema line. This suggests that strategy might be coming to an end. On top of that, you'll reportedly see 4K 120 FPS for dramatic slow motion, and 4K 60 FPS full sensor width with full autofocus and IBIS active, the sweet spot for hybrid shooters. For wedding videographers, hybrid creators, vloggers, this is the successor to the A7 IV that they've been quietly dreaming about. Dual card slots for simultaneous backup recording, autofocus that won't hunt during important moments, IBIS that smooths handheld ceremony footage, 8K for future-proofing highlight reels, 4K 120 for dramatic slow-motion storytelling, and a battery capable of handling a full day's shoot without constant swapping. For vloggers and content creators, the flip-out articulating screen, improved tracking autofocus, enhanced video specs mean fewer takes, faster turnaround, and footage that feels more cinematic. You're no longer fighting your camera, you're partnering with it. That distinction is what separates a tool from a creative collaborator. According to our most consistent source, Sony will announce this new hybrid powerhouse in mid-November 2025, just in time to dominate the Black Friday buying window. Shipping is slated to begin January 2026, with North America, Europe, and Japan slated for initial allocation. Pricing is expected at roughly $2,999 USD for the body only, a modest $200 increase over the A7 IV launch price given the inflation-adjusted specs. That's aggressive pricing, signaling Sony's intent to reclaim market share and strategically position this new release as a creator-friendly, feature-rich hybrid full-frame. Sony doesn't leak by accident, but they also don't control every regulatory filing, every supply chain partner, every field tester sharing insight with trusted connections. The pieces are now public. We're simply connecting them. And the picture they form? Exciting. Would you upgrade from the A7 IV or wait for the next flagship? Drop your comment below and tell us which feature would make this body an instant buy for you. What element of this hybrid full-frame mirrorless workflow would seal the deal? If you enjoyed this leak breakdown, don't forget to subscribe for more upcoming rumors, deep dives, creator-focused gear analysis, and inside scoops. For now, this has been your full-length breakdown of Sony's upcoming hybrid full-frame mirrorless innovation, where photography meets advanced video and where creators win.